If you're feeling a tad nostalgic and you're in the market for a new retro console, then you've got to consider the Atari 7800 Plus, because this thing's like a bloody time machine, mate. Now, I've done the research for you, and this video condenses the vital news and reviewer gossip and the customer feedback into a smaller, palatable package. So use this video as a buyer's guide, and if you're seriously interested in one of these consoles, then watch this video first. First, let's have a chinwag about the key features. So, it plays both Atari original 2600 and 7800 game cartridges. Now, if you don't know what those are, then I don't know why you're even here, to be honest. But let's do a quick recap. The Atari 2600 was released in 1977, and back then it kicked up a bit of a storm. Then after that came the 7800 in 1986, and this was the successor to the 2600 and 5200 that came before it. Basically, you could say the Atari 7800 was a bit of a game changer. Jesus, 1986, eh? That was a good year, innit? Check out all the good content that came out in 1986. Unforgettable hits like Top Gun, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and let's not forget that absolute blockbuster, Howard the Duck. Classic. Didn't Chernobyl happen in 1986 as well? Yeah, it might have done actually, but we're kind of going off topic now, aren't we? Or is an interesting fact. You know there's still dogs living inside Chernobyl? Is there really? Shit, I'm fucking doing it again. Let's get back on topic. So this 7800 Plus plays the original cartridges from those consoles, lads. Atari says it's got near perfect compatibility actually. We'll get back to that later. It also includes the new wireless CX78 Plus gamepad for all your 2-button gaming needs. I know a fair few of you watching now still think it's 1986, but let me tell ya, turn that Michael Jackson Thriller LP off and get with the times, lads, because this thing supports HDMI, and that means you get yourself an iDef picture and you can play all your favourite games in widescreen or original 4x3 modes if you fancy, and it comes with a USB-C charging cable as well. But don't forget, the wall charger is not included. You can blame the pussy environmentalists for that. Included with the console is Bentley Bear's newest 7800 adventure called Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest, and I tell you something, I haven't played it and I don't think I ever will. Just check out the design though, lads. It's bloody gorgeous, I think. It's got a timeless 80s design. It wouldn't look out of place in an episode of that Stranger Things, innit? By the way, it's 80% the size of the original console, which I think was the right choice. Obviously, they could have fitted the insides of this console onto a USB thumb drive, but that'd be a bit shit, wouldn't it? 80% of the size of the original means the console retains all the cushy design features, and at the same time, it fits better into modern day spaces. Good on them, I say. Regarding the compatibility, Atari says this will play 2600 and 7800 original cartridges, but also some new cartridges from the Atari XP program are available to buy. Don't forget, you can use the CX40 Plus joystick and the CX30 Plus paddle controllers to connect to any original Atari hardware that you got, because they come with DB9 connectors. Shall we take a gander at what some of the reviewers are saying about this? One reviewer says, it's as close to the original Atari experience as you can get on modern tellies, and the wireless controllers are comfortable in the hand, but games may not look that good in widescreen. That's a bummer, but to be honest, lads, I prefer 4x3 for retro games anyway. Also, the console doesn't come with more than one controller and game out the box, and I kind of agree they could have at least bundled 2 controllers with it so you could have a bit of fun with your mates on day one, but they don't want to give you 2, do they? The greedy scumbags. However, check out this bundle that they're offering, where you can get 2 controllers in the box. Check out this lad on YouTube as well, Control Alt Reese. He's a proper Atari fanboy, he is. Now, I watched his video and I gotta say it was like watching that episode of I'm a Celebrity with Peter Andre and Jordan in that pool. He was bloody loving it. Now, if you love retro games, I'd say it's definitely worth visiting his channel, fellas. He's a top lad. But now, let's look at what the customers are saying in their reviews. I found this one on Amazon. This Andrea gave it 4 stars. Partiamo dei pro la console e ben costruita. Listen, lads, I know yous lot don't speak French, so I'll just translate it for ya. Kein problem. Basically, the lad's saying that the console is built well and holds the cartridge firmly. He reckons the cartridge dumping is really slow, which has me a bit confused. Has this thing got constipation, mate? Listen, Andrea, mate, just give this thing a little bit of that X-Lax, and that will help speed up the dumping. And I don't get why you'd want the cartridge to take a great big dump in your console anyway. Makes no sense to me, these bloody French. They're right weirdos, innit? So yeah, he basically goes on to say the Game Station Pro might be an alternative console you should consider, and gives this thing 4 stars. So yeah, in terms of customer reviews, I can't find much else out there, lads. It's a bit of a niche product this, but I expect the sales will pick up in time. If you've got this console, then do us a favour, would ya? Leave your comment below, because we'd all love to know your thoughts. And if you're buying it, check out my Amazon links in the comments. So that's Bob's your uncle and Sally's your aunt. That's been your buyer's guide of the Atari 7800 Plus. Bosh.